Hi guys, welcome back to our Texas homestead. Today, well tomorrow's going to be Valentine's Day, so we're making a red velvet cake for him to take to work because I guess they're having a Valentine's party.
They're doing something. I won't be there for it, but
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to drop off and leave. I got stuff to do.
So, let me bring you down here so we can get started on the cake. So first, you need to have actual cake flour. So this is what I bought. It's the only thing I saw at Kroger's. And we need 3 cups of that. Maybe this is why it said spoon. Easier to get around. No, that's fine.
Okay. I figured it'd be easier than just run it over.
And then we need a teaspoon of baking soda. 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. Did I say teaspoons? Just tablespoons.
Right. Half a teaspoon of salt.
And half a teaspoon of salt. And you're gonna mix all that together and set it aside and start with the liquids. Start with a half a cup of butter, which is a stick, and you want it softened to room temperature.
Unsalted. It's unsalted butter too.
Yeah, unsalted. And then 2 cups of sugar. And then we're going to beat that together. So you want it so like all the sugar and butter's combined, but it's still going to be kind of flaky. It's not like a
It's grainy.
grainy, that's the word.
Yeah.
And you're going to scrape down the sides and everything. And then you put in a cup of vegetable oil. And it said you could use canola oil also. And then you need 4 large eggs. You're going to put the yolks in here, and you're going to put the whites in another bowl. let's start that one over.
You have a yolk separator spoon somewhere. I don't know where.
I can't get that thing to work. Our yolks are too. So you put the yolks in with the batter, and then you're gonna add the whites in later.
And for those of y'all that don't know, the easiest way to do it is when you're breaking your yolk is to just transfer it back and forth until you get all the whites out of from around the yolk, and then put it in. Try not to break your egg so deep. Try to leave it a little tall, so that way when you're doing it, you're keeping the fat part of the yolk down to be able to separate it.
So we're gonna get this mixing up. You told me to finish this off first.
I know.
So you're going to use a tablespoon of vanilla
Extract.
extract. And then how much?
1 teaspoon of white vinegar.
And mix that again. So you let that go for 2 minutes. You're going to scrape down the sides again, and then we're going to start adding in the flour mixture and a cup of buttermilk, and you're going to alternate between the two. And you're going to start it out on low, and then when you get it all in there, you go high for 2 minutes. So. gonna scrape this flour off of here before I put it on high because it'll go everywhere. So now we're gonna go high for 2 minutes and then we're gonna add in the food coloring. And it says just until you get to the red that you want, 1 to 2 teaspoons. It didn't say 2 minutes. It said added in 2 to 3 additions for the flour and buttermilk. So we'll start adding in the food coloring. Want more?
There's 1 to 2 teaspoons.
That one like a teaspoon? Want more?
Edges.
Oh, there's a lot that doesn't have anything in there yet. Don't let it hit the beaters, it goes everywhere. But the box of food coloring says 1 whole tube for a cake mix, so we're just going to put the whole tube in there.
No Christmas biscuits this year. My aunt used to make us Christmas biscuits, okay? It was a thing, okay? Whatever, it worked. But they were red and green and everything. Hey, we had biscuits that were Christmas colored. We had a good time with it. Every now and then I'll ask her if she's going to make more. She never does.
You're not over there for Christmas.
Nope.
Okay, we're going to mix this up one more time and then we're going to beat the egg whites.
Where's your spatula go?
Over here. Well, I need a mixture.
I know. I'm just
So now we're going to put on the little one and we're going to beat the egg whites for about 3 minutes until peaks form. You want it to look like this. You just, it's kind of like making Cool Whip, you just make it stiff. Yep.
And for those of you who ever wonder, yes, I turned the volume down to like 22% when I'm editing the videos for the mixer. So that way y'all aren't being blown out by the mixer.
So now we're going to add the egg whites into the cake. You're going to fold them in gently, and that will make your cake light and airy. all you're doing is bringing this spoon down and then back up and folding it in there. If you use the mixture to do it again, then you break up the egg whites and it doesn't work. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. Now we're gonna get the cake pans ready. I greased the pans already. I should have waited, but you're just gonna take parchment paper, draw out your circle from your pan. And then you're going to cut it out. You're going to put that in there, and then you're going to spray it again, and that'll keep the cake from sticking.
I'm not sure how much they would affect for these style pans, but
Yeah. And then you're just going to divide the batter half into each pan. Although,
you may have a little more.
yep, we got a lot of batter.
Yeah, I was trying to say, those pans are small for what you were thinking.
We can have a cake for the house tomorrow too. And then you're going to bake them at 350 for 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 to 32 until they spring.
Yep. And then you're going to let them cool on a wire rack. So we got dinner in the oven right now, so I'll bring you back when they're coming out of the oven.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to get started on the frosting. So in our mixer, we're going to put 2 blocks of cream cheese and 1.5 sticks of butter, and you want them both to be room temperature. And you're just going to beat those two together. We're going to add in 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And then once I get this going, I'm going to add in 5 cups of powdered sugar. So after a big mess, I got 5 cups of powdered sugar mixed in there. So now we just gotta wait for the cake to come out and cool, and then we can frost it. You can make the cake and the frosting the day before, and the cake you just want to wrap it up real tight and you can put it in the refrigerator, and the frosting you put in the refrigerator, and then like 10 minutes before you're ready to frost it, you bring it out. But we're gonna try and get it all done tonight. So I'll bring you back when the cakes are done. So I just took them out of the oven, and they're springy. They just kind of bounce back. So I'm gonna let them sit back here so the dogs can't get to them, and I'm gonna let them cool for a few minutes, and then I'll put them on a wire rack and let them cool, finish cooling all the way, and then we can frost it. Okay, so I put the cakes on a wire rack. It's been like maybe an hour since they've been out of the oven, so they're completely cooled. So we're gonna start frosting them. So I got a plate underneath here, and I put some parchment paper so I don't get the frosting on the plate. I can just pull the parchment paper out from underneath the cake. It's in pieces, so it's not just one big piece. So we're gonna put some frosting. Use a knife. Put a nice layer of frosting in the middle. You don't want it too thick, but you want quite a bit there. And then we're going to put the other layer on top. And then we'll just put frosting on the top and on the sides. There you go. once you get it all covered, you just go through and fill in any spots that look like they need a little extra. That a little spot that I want to get covered up. There. And then you just pull out your parchment paper and hopefully it all stays clean. Oh, moving the whole cake. Oh no. You can pull back over. No. So there. So now you're going to put it in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes, 30 to 60 minutes before you're ready to eat it, so the frosting will harden back up and everything. And then it can stay in the refrigerator for up to like 5 days or so. So I'm going to get Mike in here to try this little one that we made and see what he thinks.
Okay, so I'm not used to having this down here. Should I just move you around a little bit? Okay, we're going to try the small cake, the leftovers.
The leftover batter.
The leftover batter. I would say we've already tried it, but you know our battery does. We're just reshooting this, so it's more cake. When we first tried the icing after she made it, it really wasn't all that sweet, we didn't think. But the more that it sat there waiting, it's gotten sweet, or gotten a sweeter taste. It's really, really good. I mean, it's not a, as we were saying, it's not a terribly hard recipe, but it's it tastes a whole lot better than what you'd get out of a box in a store. So, is it worth the extra effort? Yes. I think so, because they came out really well. And the small one, I don't know if you notice it, that you can see how far it pulled away from the edge. You can see a nice edge right there. So it actually got overcooked, but it's still really moist. The edges are a little crispy, which I don't mind on something this small. But but that's the only reason it's crispy. The other cake did not come out crispy at all on the edges, because it was a full batch of
Batter.
mix. Yeah, batter. Yeah, of the cake mix. So, but highly recommend it. Anything else on it?
Nope. Just make sure you put it in the refrigerator. Well, we didn't put this one in the refrigerator, but put it in the refrigerator to let everything harden up before you eat it. So. Yeah,
this one wasn't put in the refrigerator at all. It came out really, really well. I got to put a do not disturb or do not touch something on the one out there, or somebody else in the house will grab it, and I won't have it for tomorrow. So we will see y'all next time on our Texas Homestead. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Guys, it helps us out tremendously, a lot more than you know. We're climbing up to right at 600 subscribers, and we need to get to 1,000. So we will see you next time. We appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the video.